I need my mirror.
Dan, what are you doing?
You got the teleprompter?
I'm looking out the window. You said I just had to be.
Can you edit these?
I don't know. I've never recorded on that.
All right, well, it's going.
All right. So this is going to be my first speech for my college course. It's a 2 to 4 minute speech, self-introduction. So, starts out. I'm an American soldier. I'm a warrior and a member of a team. For the past 5 years, I've served in the United States Army. I spent 15 months in the streets of Baghdad, Iraq, 4 months in the deserts of Kandahar Province, Afghanistan. I've gone by many call signs, such as Bushmaster 6 Golf, Saber 3-8, and Lightning 8 Bravo. But when the smoke clears and the dust settles, the name on record is Randall Packer. Surprised a lot of people that back in the day, 20-year-old Randy Packer was going to join the Army. Well, with his lack of discipline and history of no ambition. But on February 15th, 2006, I set out to change that image of me. I spent the next 9 weeks getting yelled at, doing push-ups, and walking mile after mile with 40 pounds on my back in the wee hours of the morning. From there, I was sent to Fort Sill, Oklahoma, to be trained how to accurately call in artillery and airstrikes. After I learned all I could there, and graduated second in my class, I was stationed in the greatest place on earth, Fort Riley, Kansas. In October 2006, we would receive our orders to be one of the lead elements in George W. Bush's troop surge. February 2007, I was flown 14 hours into the dirtiest, the nastiest, and most decrepit place on earth, Baghdad, Iraq, where I would witness acts and events that would make most people cry. Out of that experience, I learned selfless service, personal courage, and honor. After redeploying back to Kansas and re-enlisting, I earned my spot being stationed at Rose Barracks, Germany in the 2nd Cavalry Regiment. It'd be almost 2 years before we'd get our deployment orders to Afghanistan. Being one of 4 people in my platoon that had actual combat experience, I was looked up to by younger soldiers. I was mentally prepared for this and ready to deploy. In June 2010, we arrived at Spin Boldak, Afghanistan, 7 kilometers away from the Pakistan border, with the main mission of guarding the only paved road from there to Kandahar City. With the terrors of Iraq still burned in my memory, I was ready for the worst. Couldn't have been more wrong. Even though we had our conflicts, most of the terrorizing came from me pulling pranks on unsuspected privates just to pass the time. My time in Afghanistan would be cut short. Early on in the deployment, I suffered injury where I had fractured my neck and it was now causing me numbness and pain on both my arms. I was evac'd out of the country back to Germany for further evaluation and scheduled for surgery. In February this year, I arrived at Walter Reed Medical Center, where I underwent surgery to have one of my vertebrae replaced and my neck fused between the C5 and C7. I now have 2 weeks left of medical leave before I head back to Germany, where I will undergo rehab therapy and process to end my career in the Army. But until the day that my service has been terminated, I am still a guardian of freedom and the American way of life. Thank you. Grandma passed out. I don't know if that's